Good morning from my closet. So I was just in here taking some measurements. I was in a bikini, photographing myself in front of a mirror and measuring my body. Yikes. Okay, so I just started a new eating plan. It's not a diet, it's about mindful eating. And I did it because I'm not feeling so good in my body. Things aren't fitting very well. I've kind of let my diet lapse in terms of eating very fresh vegetables and fruits and good proteins and lots of water, a little too much alcohol, a little too much sugar, a little too much of the not good fats. And I'm seeing the results of it. I don't feel good. And so I've decided to try something that I had been wanting to try for a long time. And so I had to take some measurements so that if you can measure it, you can change. You can't change what you can't measure, is what I'm trying to say. So one of my core beliefs is that my first wealth is in my health. My health is not what it should be. I'm not moving my body. I'm losing muscle. I've been doing things that haven't been so good. And I know better. I know better. So I want to talk to you about why I do this, why I'm doing this, and why you might want to consider it too. One of the harsh realities of being in the entertainment industry, of being in show business, is that you will be judged. You will. You'll be walking into a room. You'll be walking onto a set. You'll be going into a fitting. You'll be walking down a hallway, and you will be judged. And P.S., we all do it. We judge the person who's just walked in the room that we've never met before. We're sizing them up. We're trying to figure out who they are. Sometimes we're accurate in our assessment and sometimes we're not. But it's what the brain wants to do. It wants to figure things out. It wants to know things. So you will be judged. And that doesn't always feel so good. So how do you take back your power? How do you change the paradigm of that? Well, you change it by how you see yourself, how you are in this industry, who you're going to show up as. Now, my career, I have spent playing a lot of moms, a lot of business women, a lot of women in power. I don't tend to get those like really beautiful woman parts, although I'm not really a character actress either. I'm somewhere in the middle. My sweet spot lives in the middle of that. And what I've learned is that when I'm taking care of this vessel, this body, which is this is what I create with. This is my instrument. This is what I use when I'm hired to go do a job and to go make pretend and create something. This is what I got. So I need to have it in the best shape that it can be in. And so I used the analogy for myself of an athlete. Now, an athlete, like if you were going to the Olympics, you wouldn't show up out of shape. You would show up at the top of your game. You would show up with the best muscle strength and focus and concentration and preparedness and readiness. And your body as an athlete is huge because that is your instrument. That's what you're working with. And let's be really clear. This is not about being thin. Think about it. A swimmer and a wrestler have two very different bodies. A weightlifter, an Olympic weightlifter, and a shot put athlete, very different bodies. So this is not about becoming a certain body type. This is taking the body, the beautiful body that you have been graced, that is still alive, that taking your body and thinking of yourself like an athlete, treating yourself like an athlete. Because this is your vehicle. This is your instrument. And it's a way of taking some of the disempowering, I should look like this, I should be doing that, and like gently correcting that point of view because it doesn't serve you. I know that I don't look like a model. I know that I don't look like, you know, a person who is a junkie. Now, I can, with the right makeup, maybe I could look like a model, and with the right makeup, maybe I could look like a junkie. I know I could on either way, but I can only do that if I have a connection to my body that's really strong, that I know that I can access where I am. And so if I have to play either of those parts, all of this is in alignment. All of this is I've got it at my fingertips. I can use these tools that I have. And I want to offer that to you guys, especially if you're starting out in your career and you're like, I don't know what to do. Start there. Start taking care of yourself. Start becoming aware. And those who are in your careers, like me, I'm well into my career. I'm 30 plus years in. I have to keep stopping and course correcting. Stop. Judith, nothing fits. It doesn't feel good. You want to feel good. When you walk in that room and you're meeting those directors or producers or casting people or whoever it is, those people who potentially could give you an opportunity, you want to feel so good in your body. And if you can't feel good, you want to feel better. It's a process of feeling better and feeling more and more empowered. This is something you have control over. You really do. And if you feel like you don't, I would gently suggest that you decide to reimagine what that relationship could look like so that you're empowered. The more that you can empower yourself as an actor, as an artist, as a creative person, and really as a human being, the farther ahead you're going to get, the more you've got a shot at success. And this is one of the places where you have a lot of power and a lot of control. So tell me what you think. Does this resonate with you? Is this something that you'd like to hear more about? I think it's really one of the very important things for men and for women. I know that women have a little bit more angst around it. And there are different, I watch men and women go through hair and makeup. Men are usually in and out, and women are there for a long time. When I go through hair and makeup, it's easy, an hour and a half. Sometimes it's 2 hours, depending on what we're working on. And I know that when I show up and I feel good in my body, I have a better shot of being even more creative, even freer, even more joyful and connected to my body, which is so important as an actor. So I'm glad I took those measurements. I can't wait to see what happens when I really move into this eating plan. And it's good to be back with you guys. It's good to talk to you. And I love you so much. And just keep on going. Bye, guys.